as we get ready for Springbok rugby here once again. So excited about this. Another live weekend of rugby for all of us here. And yeah, absolutely excited about this one. Kind of adjust the camera just a little bit here as we get ready. Looks like we're getting ready to gear up, folks, here. Feed from Flosports cracking off here. Conserve on electricity, folks. Looks like for those of us in North America here, we have the Irish commentators in this. 27-11 record, the Springboks towards the French, with and the head-to-head in France is South Africa 14 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. Last time they played in France. As we see the locker rooms, you've got Eben kind of riling up the troops a bit there. The French team. Nice pyrotechnic setup there at Stadt, Oranjestadt. Equalization leading the team out. Manombi, Nche, Malharba, Eben, Franco, Pieterstaf de Toy, Quagga, Faf de Klerk, Dialende, Arenza, Leroux, there comes Valimsa, Cheslin Colby, Jesse Grill, Steven Kitsoff, all walking off in line. See if we can get a shot of Eben's face. Antoine Dupont leading the French out. Nice pyrotechnics display here at the stadium. Light show, everything, doing it big. Can you blame them? They'll be hosting the World Cup next year. And here we go, the countdown before the boys come out onto the pitch. And here they go, coming out onto the pitch here finally, folks. Absolutely capacity crowd, 67,000 plus. Just looking for a good game today. A lot at stake here in this game. Do the Springboks adapt and overcome? Or does France remain at the top of the rankings? As we prepare for the national anthems of both France and South Africa, another shot of the crowd, absolutely just packed to the gills. And it looks no fear in any of the Springboks' eyes, which is what we needed to see. Great, you can still see the soccer football markings on the pitch. As we stand for the national anthem. can see a bit of South African contingent in the field there, in the crowd there. Always. So funny enough, we actually hear this theme song or this anthem pretty regularly on this side of the globe. Anytime there's a French character in anything, they'll play this in the background. So, as we prepare for kickoff, the singing of the French national anthem, and then we will get underway here from Marseille. Of course, this being France, heaps of singing along. There's the Pacific Island contingent on the team there that I was complaining about in the pregame video. But looking to be a great game here, folks, tonight. Late start, I know for my friends in South Africa, I know it is like a 9:30 p.m. start for you guys down in South Africa, so... A change at 8 as Jasper Visa has been injured. Quagga Smith will start, and Dion Forty will take his placement off the bench. I got no complaints there. I'm going to start in for Luke de Hager. And the back, Arenza and Colby at the wings, LaRue at 15, Creel and Allende at center, Valemza at fly half, and de Klerk the starting scrum half. Yeah, like I said, the big change with Dion Forty coming into the bench instead of Quagga Smith. Dion Forty, the veteran, a couple of caps under his belt now at 36 years of age. Cannot knock that man. He has done well. But as we get ready to start here, and we are ready to kick off here, folks. Couple issues there, it looks like, with Arenza. Wayne Barnes, the great Wayne Barnes. No issue with that guy. Very, very professional. Dang, 101st international game coaching here. Yeah, Wayne Barnes, perfect coach for this match. Tamak. And it had kicked off. It goes to Quagga Smith. He goes down. France pressuring. De Klerk looking for it. Foff has it. Looking to box kick off the left boot, perhaps. Yes, he box kicks it. He gets it about 25 meters. Oh, it gets it pretty deep across the other side into French territory. Ramos with it. He goes down pretty quickly. Cheslin Colby runs him down. The front row for France, Antoine Dupont, off to his right side. Out to Dante. Off the Klerk pressuring. And a penalty already. And it looks like France will elect to kick. Thomas Ramos will go for kick. Looking to make it 3-0, 2 minutes into this game already. He's about, almost about 50 meters out, 40, I'd say 45 meters, 44 meters, 43 meters, somewhere right around there. And it is good. Restart. We've got Peter Steph-Toy to Dialende. We're already deep in their end. Willie Leroux down. Turns over the ball. And it is France now with the ball. Deep in their own end. De Klerk fighting. Not getting it. Antoine Dupont looks like he has it. Pulling it out of the back of the ruck. Looks to box kick off the right boot. He does. Gets it very, very deep. And kicks it into touch. So we will have a line out to the Springboks. And it gets out to Etzebeth. Benumbi to Etzebeth. Off to Kurtley Arenza. We still have it. De Klerk. Oh! Knocked on by Franco Mustard. No. Yeah. A knock on by Franco Mustard. Not good. Not good. We are playing rattled already at this point. 4 minutes into this game. Franco, calm down, bro. Calm down. You've got this, man. Just calm down as we go in for our first scrum of the match. Just took his eyes off the ball for a moment there. And we have a scrum to France. Antoine Dupont to feed the scrum. We've got Enche, Benumbi, Maharba, Muster, and Eben. Sia and Peter Steph-Toy with Quagga Smith at the back of the pack as we begin this first scrum of the game. And it looks like France has it. Dupont to Ramos. To Pinot with a little chip over the... Peter Steph-Toy. Faf de Klerk. To Eben Etzebeth. Eben up off of his feet. Yeah. Faf to Willie Leroux. To Damien Dialende. A little chip kick to Allende. And turned over. Tamac has it. Pressuring. And foot in touch on France. We've got to watch this. They can hurt us if we turn the ball over, obviously. Nice little run there from Tamac. Yeah. Come on, Cheslin. Yeah, just took his eyes off of it and didn't get the ball. Quick little line out. Faf de Klerk. Back to Damien Valenza. He kicks off the right boot. And makes it into touch. As we will go for a line out here at the 6th minute, 3-0, this current score. Thomas Ramos with a penalty kick back in the 1st minute off a Faf de Klerk offside penalty. So it looks like we are getting ready for the line out here. with Marchand. They get it. Dupont. Tomac boots it back to Cheslin Colby. He's got a little bit of space, a little stutter step. He clears a bit. Faf de Klerk off to his left side to Willie LaRue. He chip kicks it to Jesse Creel, who knocks it on and into touch. And it is another scrum for France. Just 2 times with the ball, not really producing the results that we need. Beautiful little kick from Willie LaRue off to the left side. Krill gets it and kind of knocks it on, and then it goes into touch. So we'll get another scrum here. The front row of Bail, Marchand, Antonio. 3 handling errors on the box so far to the 1 French error. It does look like we have a bit of an injury moment here for the French. Their prop, Cyril Bailly, maybe a little bit of a thigh issue here. Maybe just needs a little bit more tape. As the French fans do the wave, like American baseball fans. Everybody kind of getting a little bit of water here at 7 minutes 50 seconds into this game. A scrum coming. We almost said American wave. It was Mexican wave. A scrum to the French. Antoine Dupont to feed the ball in. And the French have it. Dupont out to Tomac. He kicks off the right boot deep. Right into the arms of Kurt Leorenza, who's got some space. Looks like he's going to take a run with it. We've got it. Faf de Klerk. Back to Willie LaRue, who kicks it off his left boot to nowhere. And a penalty. And it looks like we will kick into touch by Damien Valemsa here at the 9th minute. Beautiful kick. And it looks like the TMO is wanting to look at something, but nothing so far. Line out Manambi with the line out. He gets it in. It is a loss of a line out. French get the line out. As the French number 8, Aldrit, goes down quickly. Just bad handling error so far for the Springboks in the first 10 minutes of this game here. Not looking good. Need to calm down. Get Dupont off the right boot. Deep into touch. Arenza to Quagga Smith. Quagga just trying to get something going, some momentum here. Faf de Klerk to Manambi, back to Faf de Klerk, back to Willie LaRue, Damien Valemsa. Just trying to get some speed going here. Inche, Faf de Klerk to Ibn, who almost drops the ball. Ibn's got it, he's down. Faf to Quagga Smith. Faf de Klerk back to Willie LaRue, all the way out to Peter Steph de Toy. Bit of a high tackle there. Bit of a high tackle by the French there. Faf de Klerk, all the way out wide. Kurt Leorenza just running, looking for, or Cheslin Colby just looking for an open space. We've got it still. Willie LaRue to Ibn. Ibn just trying to bulldoze his way forward. We have got a French center down, number 12. I believe the name is Dante. We've still got it. Grabbing his face. Probably just took a boot to the face, possibly. And Shea with it. Gets nowhere. Etzebeth is helping, though. We still got it. Willie LaRue. And a penalty off the feet. We had some good movement going there. Just couldn't seal the deal. Dante went down pretty quickly there. You saw him in the bottom of the rock. He was grabbing his face immediately. Let's see what we got. Oh, yep. We got a top of a head. We've got a top of the head. Oh, shit. Oh, come on, Peter. Just going to the TMO, looking at a possible foul play on Peter Steph DeToy here early in this game. Let's see what we've got here. He got pushed. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. He charged into him. Not looking good, folks. Not looking good here for Peter Steph DeToy. Yeah, damn it. This is not looking good, folks. Not looking good at all. Peter Steph DeToy, possible yellow card, if not red card. 11 minutes. And, yep. Peter Steph DeToy done for the afternoon. Yeah, not good. Not good. You could tell he knows what he did. Whether there was any type of, I don't know. I don't make that decision. I don't think it was 100% intentional, but rules are rules. The guy could not protect himself. He hit him straight in the face. The end. So, Makalou comes in for Dante. The Springboks are down to 14 men for the rest of the game. Ireland on top. Yeah. It's 78 minutes playing with 14 men so far. Not looking good after the restart. What do we do? Do we bring in Dion Forty off the bench to make up for the missing flanker, or what do we do right now? Line out to the Springboks and Manambi, excuse me, to Ebenezer. We have it. He's in the back of the pack. He has the ball. Manambi has it. Faf de Klerk is coming, looking for it. He's got it. Off to his left side to Damien Dialende. He goes down. Faf de Klerk. Off to the right to Oxenshea. Faf de Klerk. Back to Ebenezer, who knocks it forward. Jesus. Kicked into touch by the French. Not the start we were looking at for the Springboks. 3-0, 13 minutes into this. The Springboks down to 14 men for the remainder of the game. Manambi with the line out. Franco Mustar has it. In the maul. Manambi has it. De Klerk is waiting for the retrieval. De Klerk has his hands on it. We're still pushing forward. We're still pushing forward. So penalty on France. Advantage for South Africa. Kriel to Kurtley Aranza. Faf de Klerk to Damien Filimza. And an offside penalty from France. Ugh. Not good so far. I don't know, man. I still think Cheslin Colby is probably the best as far as, Cheslin Colby or Ebenezabeth. Dante back out on the pitch. Looks to be okay. I don't know if he will come back on, but they might. No, he won't. Okay. So Dante out for the game after the Peter stuff to toy. Red card at the 11th minute mark. But, yeah, Faf is great. Don't get me wrong. Faf de Klerk's great, world class, but I still think Cheslin Colby is quite a bit better. Lemza kicks into touch after the offside penalty on France. And we'll go for a line out at the 15th minute here. You can just see we're gassed. Our guys are getting gassed already. Being down a man does not help at all. Manambi with the line out. Mostart misses it. The thing about the Six Nations here, Colby with it, plenty of space. He gets bulldozed down. De Klerk has it to Franz Maraba. And Franz has it. Anonia to Wolke. DuPont. And knocked on. As far as the Six Nations, we have to get that through the Peacock app via NBC here. And that's also who does the HSBC Sevens. That's also who did the Women's Rugby World Cup, I believe. So if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I don't really have a big dog in the fight when it comes. Okay, so here in America, I'm watching this via Flosports is the app. You can pay like a yearly subscription. Not only do you get rugby, but you get like high school American football, soccer. I use it also for watching ice hockey. That's my second favorite sport. And it's a Flosports. I pay like 145, 150 USD for the entire year for it. So I get this, the Rugby Championship, URC, MPC, and Curry Cup. And then a lot of other lower international games. I also get collegiate rugby on this. So that's how we watch rugby here in the U.S. No, Amazon doesn't carry rugby here in America. NBC does the Six Nations and the Premiership. Oh, and Flosports also does French. The French, whatever, the Pro 12 or whatever they call it there. I don't watch a lot of that just because I'm just not keen on French rugby. But Ramos with the kick at the 16th minute mark. It's a 40-meter kick for Ramos coming just off to the left of the goalpost. And he's money. Yeah, Amazon here carries American baseball and NFL games. Like the Thursday night games are all on Amazon here for NFL. restart here. The French number 8, Aldrit, has it. Antoine Dupont looking for the box kick. Kicks off the left boot. In to touch. Valemza was looking like a quick restart, but they will go for the line out. Coming in 18 minutes into this game. Okay, yeah, the Premiership. Like I said, don't really watch a lot of it. I know a lot of like USA Eagles play in it. Like AJ McGinty plays there. Ruben De Haas plays for Saracens, I believe. We've got a couple of USA Eagles that play in the Premiership. It's just NBC is who has that here, and I don't have NBC app. And the lineout for France, our lineout struggling already in this game. Flamant, Antoine Dupont back to Tomek. He kicks off the right boot. Willie LaRue calls for the tag. 95? 1995? Yeah. The World Cup, the first World Cup the Springboks played in. That's when I started watching. I didn't become a big watcher of it until around 2007-ish, also when the Springboks won. And then really became a real diehard here in the last like 3 years. I was a hockey guy. I was a big ice hockey guy. So once that was kind of over for me, I started doing the whole rugby thing. So, but the lineout coming for the French, Julien Marchand, 6-0. Thomas Ramos with all 6 points for the French. And France looking to score the first try of the game. Do not get it all the way out. Dupont out to his hooker. Yeah. This is bad. Dupont once more to Antonio, the Kiwi. Dupont has it. Their number 8, Aldrit to Fiku. Penalty advantage for France. Try time for France. The go of rugby. So I can't pick one right now. GOAT currently playing or GOAT like of all time? Of all time, oh man, Brian Habana. I'm kind of big on that guy. I mean, obviously, everybody's. Yeah, no, I agree. Nienaber is a yes man, but like as far as GOAT right now, currently playing, I like Eben Etzebeth a lot. Marcus Smith, that boy's bad. That boy is good. Man, there's a lot of them. Everybody's kind of got there. I mean, I could go back to the All Blacks. I mean, I think Jordy Barrett is really good. Jordy Barrett is badass. Will Jordan when he's not hurt. Michael Hooper from Australia, he's really damn good. Julian Montoya, Argentina. He's really damn good too. Fiku off the right boot into touch. 13-0. The lineout is good to Eben Etzebeth from Manambi. He has the ball at the back of the pack. De Klerk coming up behind him. He wants the ball. He wants the ball. The Maul moving forward. And so it looks like it. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing so far. And yeah, it doesn't help when you go down a man 11 minutes into the game and you're done for he's done for the day. And it looks like, son of a bitch, it looks like Colby's gonna kick. Yes, it was legit. He hit him right in the face. There was no stopping, and the guy had no way to protect himself. And it looks like Colby will elect to kick. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see how far this is out to it. If it was anything like last week, yeah, he's going to miss this shit by a mile. But we shall see as we sit here. Set up 25th minute into this. And Colby looks to kick. No, it never will. No, it never will. And I'll tell you why. Let me watch this kick. 54-meter kick. Off to the left. If this was Frankenstein, he'd nail it. Are you shitting me? You've got to be shitting me. He nails it. Son of a bitch. Wow. 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 No, and I'll tell you why. The restart, France gets it. Ramos has it. Pressuring, looking to punish the Springboks for scoring 3 points. Antonio, the try score from earlier, Etzebeth gets the ball. We've still got it. Floff de Klerk off to the left side. Willie Leroux. Damien Valemza. De Klerk off to Leroux. To Manambi. De Klerk to Willie Leroux. To Jesse Creel. All the way out to Cheslin Colby. We've got it still. Willie Leroux. Somebody is down. It looks like Enche is down. Jesse Creel reaching forward, getting some momentum. De Klerk to Eben Etzebeth. De Klerk out to Willie Leroux. 6th phase. Damien Valemza. Little stutter step action there. De Klerk to Colby. He gets brought down almost immediately. France definitely watching Cheslin Colby knowing exactly what that man is capable of. De Klerk waiting for the ball. Francis pressuring. Quagga Smith with the support. Looks like De Klerk to Franz Malherba. He bulldozes his way through. We've still got it. We've still got it. De Klerk with Enche. And offside penalty on France. And the reason they won't take it as a main sport is Americans are really big on sports that they're good at, like American football, baseball, basketball. That hockey is a distant fourth. Association football, or soccer as we say here, is way below all that. Americans just typically like to watch sports that they invented that they're good at. That's why basketball has kind of faded a bit too, just because it's gotten where you have French teams that are good, Russian teams that are good, Argentina, Spain, all of them, they all have good teams now. So that's why rugby will kind of remain a fringe sport, because we don't dominate at it. And then women's sports here, not really the most popular here either. I mean, the WNBA is kind of a joke. Women's soccer is kind of a joke. Women's rugby, very competitive, American women's rugby, but nobody really follows women's sports here, unfortunately. It's all about the NFL and Major League Baseball and National Basketball Association. So Marks is on from Manambi at the 29th minute. Line out Marks, we already know what money he is. Yeah, I actually was live for that, man. I went live for the South Africa versus Ireland. I always go live for South Africa games. But we've got the line out. You've got De Klerk in the back of the pack looking for the ball. We finally come down. See ya, Khaleesi. Way to go, Sia. Way to go, Sia. Way to go, Sia. Way to go, Sia. Good little run there. All right. Way to lead him, Captain. Way to lead him. We're down but not out. Down but not out. Good run there, Captain. Good run. Down a man, we're down but not out. Colby, after the 54-meter penalty kick a few minutes ago, looks to convert. Fairly easily converted kick here, just off to the slight right of the goalpost. Pretty easy kick here should be. Hopefully he takes the kick just as seriously, because these 2 points are very detrimental when you are down a man. 13-meter kick. Take your time, Cheslin. Take your time. And it is money. Well, 13-0 to 13-10. We are getting back into this one. Down but not out. Sia Khaleesi, the captain, leading by example there with the try, the conversion by Colby. And yeah, they're still running at HIA. It looks in the back for France. Quagga Smith bobbles it. And South Africa butchers the restart. Yep. Ah, oh, god damn it, Quagga. And this is a hell of a lot entertaining than that first half between South Africa and Ireland. And it looks Cyril Bay is done for the day for France. So Mukava comes on. Morty and Falatia on for France. Yeah, heading back into the sheds, that means something is wrong typically. So a scrum to France deep in the Springboks end here after a bobbled restart. No, I don't play Rugby Lad. I do Super Brew, which is like a fake like prediction app that we have here. But do I play rugby? I tried. I busted my knee. I had my first trainings a couple weeks ago. Not very good at playing. Very good at watching. Aldred has it after the scrum. He gets brought down fairly quickly. France just trying to pull the speed game. Feko with it. He's down. Marchand. Dupont has it. Looking for space. Looking for space. Nowhere. Nothing. He finds a sea of green jerseys. Looking like France trying to battle. Just doing the ram. And knocked forward by the French. So yeah, I went to trainings once, and then I went to work like 2 days later and twisted my knee. So we have a local rugby club here. It's not very big. There's a couple of bigger ones around DFW, like Alliance Rugby, Dallas Reds, and I'd probably like to get interested into those at some point. But right now, it's just with work and life, don't really have the time to get out to the pitch. I enjoyed it. It was fun for training and whatnot. It's a lot different than watching it. You don't realize how hard it is to really offload when you're at a. I live in Denton, Texas. If you look for Dallas, Texas, if you look just due north, you'll see Denton. So I'm about 60 kilometers north of Dallas, Texas. It's a college town. We have University of North Texas here. Absolutely beautiful. About 110,000, 120,000 people. So it's a pretty big town. But we have a scrum to the Springboks. It looks like Dialende is the guy that has come in to fill in for Peter Steph Toy on the blind side for the Springboks. Foff has it. He kicks into touch. Yeah, into touch deep. And back for the penalty. Yeah, Texas is massive, man. Texas. So if you're in El Paso, Texas, which is the far west of the state, you're actually closer to Los Angeles than you are to Louisiana, which is the state just east of Texas. That's how big Texas is. And Texas is so big that people have different accents just within this state. If you're in North Texas, people don't really sound too country, but as soon as you get out of it, people start sounding country real quick. Absolutely great place to live, though. Houston is massive. Houston is, I think, the fourth largest city in the entire whole of the United States. And Dallas Fort Worth is bigger, but yeah, the food in Houston is damn good. Yeah, a huge South African population actually in Houston as well. Their South African population is massive there. But they also have massive everything. Vietnamese community, Indian community, Hispanics obviously are everywhere because it's Texas. I mean, hence the name Tex-Mex food. Malcolm Marks with the line out. Etzebeth or Franco Mustard has it, but he goes down immediately. We did secure it though. The clerk has it off to his left. He's going to get it to Malcolm Marks. Malcolm Marks wants it. He bulldozes through with assistance from Franz Maherba and Inche. Foff off the left boot. High. You've got and he was taken in the air, but incidental. Not too mad. Restart real quick. Willie LaRue to Damien Valemsa off the left boot. He kicks it, a little squib kick. Ramos kicks it back to Willie LaRue. Perfect catch by Willie under the ball there. Willie looking to the next move to Kurtley Arenza. Off to Clark has it. Off to Manambi to Franco Mostert. Foff, Willemza, looking for a little space. Damien Diolende has it. He gets some decent meters there. Foff to his left side, kicks off the left boot, kicks high. Looks like Kirtley making the chase, Tamak had it, and a mark. No penalty, a mark taken. Tamak kicks deep. De Klerk to Willie LaRue to Damien Valemza. He squib kick off the right boot. A little too deep for Colby to chase down. Willie LaRue has it, looking to kick back. Dangerous here. Dolende off to the right. Whew. 13-10 here, 38 minutes into this one, folks. Tries earlier in the game from Cyril Bay of the French back in the 20th minute. Sia Khaleesi, the captain of the Springboks, at the 29th minute. Cheslin Colby, absolutely money out the boot so far, but so has Thomas Ramos for the French. We look to have a line out for Julien Marchand to the French side. A very physical game so far. Both teams kind of taking hits where they can. France has it. Back to Dupont. To Moefana. Feku. Thomas Ramos, he's down quick. South Africa showing that swarm defense that they're known for. Even down a man. Eben Etzebeth brings down Dupont to Fofana. Moefana, and they get the penalty. And it looks like Ramos will kick for 3 at the 39th minute. Some blood already on Franz Maherba. Ramos looks to kick from 44 meters out, pretty much straight in front. A straightforward kick for Thomas Ramos. The captain, Sia Khaleesi, looking on. And it is good. So halftime has reached us here. I'm going to go get a drink, fellas. I will be right back. I can't put on music because apparently it gets your channel a strike. Post Malone does not like his music being played without him being paid, apparently. So I'll be back, guys. Yeah, I had to go get a drink, guys. But yeah, some good games on earlier today as we saw Fiji go down to Ireland. Congratulations to Italy beating the Wallabies for the first time. Yeah, that was kind of a big shocker. Big one. The mighty Sea Eagle of Tonga beating Chile. Augusto Boom. You guys go back. He played here for the Dallas Jackals actually. Did never get an interview with the guy, but we definitely chit chatted a lot. Of Chile, they've obviously qualified for their very first Rugby World Cup. The USA getting a big win today against Hong Kong, 49-14, I think, 49-7, something like that. They've got one more game. They've got to beat Portugal. Portugal beat the stuffing out of Kenya, I think 85-0. Yeah, oh, those poor Simbas, man. Yeah, USA versus Portugal next weekend for the last spot to the Rugby World Cup next year. So that's another reason why I think rugby struggles here, because we don't automatically qualify for the World Cup. We still got to play in every year. We'll automatically qualify in 9 years from now, because we're hosting the whole thing. So we'll have an automatic qualification then, obviously. Top performer so far, meters made, Arenza with 79 meters, man. Whew. Colby, Valemza, Dialende. Yeah, so Colby and Arenza both with 70 plus meters on the game so far today, which makes a lot of sense because they've had a lot of ball in hand, both of them. Valemza's had the ball quite a bit as well, so very, very shocked, like I said, with Cheslin Colby kicking the 54-meter kick. Wow, that was kind of a shocker for me. But they don't shut me down for having a Star Wars cup. But yeah, not a great game so far, but not a bad game. To be fair, when it was 13-0, I kind of thought it was going to turn into a hiding real quick by the French, but we have definitely battled our way back. On the game, he's 2-2. First one was a penalty from 54 meters out. He nailed it. The second one was the conversion from like 13 meters right in front. Obviously, he nailed it, so he's 100% on kicking. Thomas Ramos is 4 of 4 on the day, 2 penalty kicks, 2 conversions. Or actually, yeah, 2 penalty kicks, 2 conversions. So he had the penalty back in the first minute, penalty at the 16th minute, the try at 20 minutes, and a not rolling away penalty. So he's 4 of 4, 1 conversion, 3 penalty kicks. I don't know, man. I mean, we're down by a man, and we've kind of reared back and held our own, and we still haven't even really. We've had one guy from the bomb squad come off, Malcolm Marks. He's money on the lineouts, and he's an absolute monster at the breakdown. We still don't even have him a PP coming. He's still on the bench. Manny Libok is still on the bench. We've got weapons. Dion Forty, the older gentleman, not quite the greatest at his end, but this is what I think is going to happen. If it's been like anything like we've been playing in the last several months, we're going to play really bad at the second half, in the beginning of the second half, because that's pretty much become our thing. We come out of the sheds and play like absolute cuck for like the first 20 minutes. And against a team like France, they can punish you for it. But if we can hold strong, being down a man, I think we should be all right. We still don't have Kobus Reinach, who I'm hoping gets some playing time. I still think he's better than Hendricks. No disrespect to Hendricks, a great kid, great guy, but I'm really looking forward to Jakobus Reinach getting some time out on the pitch. Much bigger body. I think he'll be great on the scrum, because he can jump in there and kind of help out on the scrums. He can kind of jump out there and help in the end and push, because he's got kind of that upper body strength. But yeah, we still got guys that we still need to see come off the bench. I'm really excited about Manny Libok getting his debut here today. I just wish it was maybe under better circumstances, us not being down a man. But we've been here before. We've been down a man many times, and we've been fine. We were down a man against Ireland last week, and we actually kept the ball down in their end for the whole 10 minutes pretty much. So, adversity is what makes the Springboks as well as they are. But yeah, like I said, so far 16-10. It's not nearly as bad as it could be, considering all things considered. But they're just kind of going through the highlights here while the boys are in the sheds. I'm sure everybody's getting looked at who needs it. The lone try coming from Sio Khaleesi for the Springboks back at the 29th minute off of the advantage after the line out. I mean, France has got some speed. Give them that, man. They've got some real talented guys on that squad. There's a reason they're ranked as high as they are. Anybody needs any betting tips? Yeah, so, it's actually illegal to gamble on sports in this country unless you're, like, in a casino in Las Vegas. I mean, we have, like, DraftKings, which is a way to kind of go around it, but yeah, like, sports gambling's actually illegal here, weirdly enough, right? You can get cannabis in certain states, but you can't in Texas. It's still illegal in Texas. But the city I live in actually voted this last week to decriminalize cannabis possession. So, like, the city won't arrest you for cannabis possession just because it's stupid to them. But the colleges that are here, their cops did not pass that, so it's still illegal on campus. But yeah, the United States is crazy. Oh wow. Yeah, doesn't really surprise me. I still think it was weird kind of going into a locker room the first time as an adult and seeing, like, this was ice hockey, guys like texting before the game, and I'm just like, no, you don't do that. You put your headphones on and get focused. I think everybody had their own kind of music they like to listen to before the games. I was always a big, like, either classical music guy or I would listen to, like, really angry, like, death metal. But most of the time it was usually classical. Just because it kind of calmed me down and kind of got my head in the... Or sometimes I would even listen to, dare I say, poetry, like spoken poetry before games just to kind of get my head in the right place. Because I wasn't like... I didn't want to kill people, but I wanted to have, like, that aggression. Oh, you like the silence? I knew guys that were like that too. At least in ice hockey, your goaltenders are usually the guys that like silence. Those are usually the weird guys on an ice hockey team. If you've never watched ice hockey, the weirdo is always the goalie. 99% of the time, the weirdo is the goalie because you got to be a little screwed up to be able to, sit there and take blasts at, 99 mile per hour slap shots and just wipe them off. I mean, you got to be a bit crazy to want to do something like that to begin with. God, I hate it when they do the fish eye lens over the crowd. It just because the people that are closest to it their faces look warped. Yeah, Canadians. Yeah, it's weird goalies. Always weird goalies in hockey. So if you've ever been to a hockey game, like I said, if you want to know who the weirdo is on an ice hockey team, it's 99% of the time it's usually the goalie and the coach, the assistant coach. Yeah, the assistant coach too. So, but yeah, it looks like a good crowd there in France. I wonder what the tickets were going for, man. I wonder how many euros they were charging for cheap tickets to this game. But they were not cheap because Marseille is not a cheap town. So. There was another channel where the guy did a video this last week that I was watching. It was an Australian guy because, like, rugby union is dying in Australia. League is way more popular. He was talking about why he thinks that is because it's kind of looked at like a league is looked at as like a blue collar, and union is looked at as like very very like elite upper crust people watch union because it's private schools that play union. Everyone else plays league. And I mean, I tend to agree, especially when it comes to Sanzar, because you can't even put clips of Super Rugby games on your video. They'll black your channel out. 25 to 115 euros. That's not that bad. I mean, I probably would have been the guy that would try to keep it between 50 and 70 a ticket. If I was going with anybody else, I'd probably try to keep it between 40 and 50 a ticket. But if it was just me by myself, I probably wouldn't pay more than like 75, 80 euro for a ticket. That's actually about what a mid-price ticket to go to like a Dallas Stars or a Dallas Mavericks game. It's about 80 euros if you converted it to US dollars. So, damn, that French coach he looks like he is. Like how he wears shades. You got Jacques in the locker room, Rassi pushing him out of the way and say, "Let me talk," because Rassi is the real coach. Sia getting looked at. Looks like he's getting retaped up. Damn, Sia is like straight taped under his kit, man. Like his shoulders, everything's taped. Peter Steff with his jersey off, just looking probably busted. I always like these little locker room shots, just because you can see like Eben takes his jersey off immediately, and he's just like rock cut. That's because it's like 20 euros to see the ABs in Italy. That's crazy. When the ABs came to play here in the U.S., they played in Washington, D.C., where the Washington Commanders, they used to be called the Redskins, but the American football team plays, and tickets were like $100. Ireland was supposed to come and play them in Las Vegas, where the Raiders play, but that game got canceled, and those tickets were like $100. And I'm like, dude, are you guys crazy? You're not going to sell shit for tickets. You can go back and watch the ABs versus the USA Eagles game, and they never did wide shots to the stadium, and the reason is because there was like nobody there. Nobody there. ABs put up over 100 points, but the USA Eagles got 2 tries. They had never scored a try against the ABs in like 4 previous attempts. But yeah, so that tells you what that costs. Going to a Major League Rugby game here, tickets are usually $12 to $20, depending on where you go. The higher end ones are like $60. I'm a season ticket holder, so yeah. When the Rugby World Cup comes here, I will be going to the final and semifinal. So yeah. I'm pretty sure they will not be $100 either. They're going to be expensive. As we get ready to restart, Damian Valenza to kick in the second half. 16-10, France leads. Springboks still down a man, obviously. Wayne Barnes, the master of the ceremonies here, in his 101st game. Valenza kicks deep. France has it. And is brought down by Enche. Dupont has it. Looks to kick off the left boot. He kicks it deep and into touch. Valenza makes it quick. They hold it. So we get a line out. Malcolm Marks. Oh, no. Manambi is back in the game. Marks back off to the bench. Not a problem. No complaint there. Falatea comes in for Antonio, the try scorer for France. Cheslin Colby bounces a flanker off of him. Jesus. Springboks have it. De Klerk off the left boot, deep. Khaleesi tries to chase, brought down immediately. Michael Lou brought down immediately by Sia Khaleesi. And the penalty on France. Wayne Barnes having a word with Captain Sia Khaleesi, telling everybody to shut the hell up, basically. Oh, what a tackle from Colby there. Khaleesi, amazing tackle there on Makalu. There is Makazole Mapipi there on the bench. And Colby is elected to kick. Cheslin Colby 2-2 on the day so far. Looking to make it 3-3. A bit out to the right. Looks to be about a 20, maybe. Oh, what a beautiful kick by Cheslin Colby. What a kick by Cheslin Colby, man. That guy has been impressing me in this game so far. After what a horrible kicking game he had last week. Maybe it was because he wasn't ready. Restart. Etzebeth has it. Or, excuse me, Franco Mastart has it. De Klerk looking for the ball. Yep, looks like we're going to have to kick it. Box kick. And into touch. Great pressure from Walkie on Floff de Klerk and the box kick, so it doesn't really go anywhere. We have a line out to the French. Julien Marchand, their hooker. It's looking like France is looking for a bit of trickery. Sia Khaleesi sees it, so he steps back. Walkie has it. Marchand in the back. The French maul just running it. Dupont. And a penalty on South Africa. And it looks like Ramos will kick. They're kind of talking about why he's not just kicking to touch. It's because of Mostart and Etzebeth off the line out. They're deadly, and they know, hey, it's not a guarantee score. Ramos looks to kick. 4 of 4 on the day so far, looking to make it 5 of 5. And he does. He makes it 5 of 5. 19-13 France. Damien Valenza to restart. Aldrich gets into it. He runs into Eben Etzebeth. France has the ball. Dupont out the back off the right boot. And so we'll get a line out to the Springboks. 46 minutes into this game. 19-13 the score. Ramos 4 of 4 on penalties, with the one conversion coming after the by try back in the 20th minute. The single try for the Springboks coming by Sia Khaleesi in the 29th minute. Cheslin Colby, 3 of 3 kicking on the day. 2 penalties and a conversion. Etzebeth has it. Monambi takes his rightful place at the back of the pack. He's got the ball. De Klerk coming up behind him. De Klerk has it, looking to go left with it. He kicks off the left boot. Looks like Cheslin Colby is chasing it down. He does not get it. And it is a knock forward by France. Quick touch by Faf de Klerk. To Colisi. To Damien Dialende. To Willie LaRue. Advantage for the Springbok. What the hell was that? Yeah, what the hell was that? The French hooker just taking Cheslin Colby out in the air. Get back, Willie. Come on, shut the fuck up. Excuse me, guys. What the hell was that? Yeah, that was a penalty. That was a penalty. It was Dupont, Antoine Dupont. Yeah. He doesn't even jump for it. Yeah, he just takes him out. Yeah. Come on, Antoine. Go tear your ass. Thank you. Antoine Dupont with the red card. Yeah, it had to be. It had to be. That was dirty. All right, boys. 14 against 14. Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. I don't think it was he's a dirty player. It just, look, if you're going to call a red, call a red. He took his legs out underneath him. That happens. That would have been a red anywhere else. So we will have the quick tap by Faf de Klerk. 14 men against 14 men, finally. He evens up the game here for the last, coming into the last, 30 some odd minutes of the game, 32 minutes of the game. So what are we going to do? Because Antoine Dupont is out, easily the captain of the team, kind of running the boat. Looks like the Springboks, Colby, heading into the locker room to get an HIA, just make sure he doesn't have a concussion. I pray that he does not. What have we got in? We have got, Makazole Mampipi. Not a bad replacement. Etzebeth has it. Monambi has it at the back of the pack. And penalty on France. And we will kick to touch once again. Wayne Barnes having some words with Willie LaRue, because Willie likes to talk. And we will get a 5-meter line out for the Springboks as we try this once again. 9-6 penalties so far. France with a 9. South Africa to 6. Not playing typically like we've been playing in the second half. We've been giving up a lot of penalties. We have not in the second half. Etzebeth, Quagga Smith with it off the lineup, but the French pushing hard. We've got it still. We have penalty advantage for the Springboks. Bloody hell. And another penalty on France. We kicked a touch once again. Let's do this for the third time in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get one in this time, boys. Let's get one in. Let's get back in this game. The bomb squad makes their appearance. Vincent Koch, Malcolm Marks, and Stephen Kitchoff, the bomb squad, ladies and gentlemen, makes their appearance in at the 50th minute. New front row. Great front row. Third line out, we have Etzebeth has it. Marks is in the back of the pack. He wants the ball. He wants it. Fluff the Clerk to Stephen Kitchoff with support from Eben Etzebeth. De Klerk with it again to Vincent Koch. Two tries, 2 weeks. Curly Arenza, second try in 2 weeks. Absolutely great there. Not the most beautiful try, but you know what? It counts. It counts. And we're right back in this. Who is going to do the kick here? Floff de Klerk to kick. For the lead, Floff de Klerk from the left side, pretty deep out. I've never seen Floff de Klerk kick. And son of a bitch. We take the lead, ladies and gentlemen, 20-19. 52 minutes into this game. Who's getting taped up here? Malcolm Marks getting taped up on the left leg as we get ready to restart here. Yeah, that was a great kick by Floff de Klerk. I still want to see Manny Libach. I need to see it before the end of the game. Restart, Quagga Smith doesn't fuck this one up. Floff de Klerk with the ball. France pressuring. France also down a man now as Antoine Dupont sent off a few moments ago, which sent Cheslin Colby into the sheds for HIA. We have yet to hear back about Cheslin Colby, but the try most recently scored by Curly Arenza. Great second half so far from the Springboks. This is not what they've been doing in the past. They've usually been falling apart at this point and then rebuilding in the last 20 minutes. We've really controlled this game. Yeah, he might be done for the day. And if he is, cool. We can move on. We can bring on Manny Libach at 10. Move Valemza back maybe or take Valemza out. France gets the ball in the line out but goes down to the ground immediately. France looking to get something going. Marchand. Nothing but a crowd of green jerseys. Toifofalia. God, I cannot pronounce that name. Springboks got it. Etzebeth, Quagga Smith with the turnover. Kitchoff, the big redhead stepchild. Floff de Klerk. We're hungry. We're hungry, Vincent Koch. Let's get another one, boys. Let's get another one. Let's get one for Cheslin. Floff off with the left foot. France penalty offside. So France looks to be falling apart now at this point. Faf kicking the ball away on advantage. Commentators kind of questioning that. I think he just didn't realize what was going on at the time. But it looks like Faf is going to kick. Shot at goal coming. '55th minute. Pretty long kick here. Faf looking straight ahead, but it's a deep one. This to turn it into a 4-point lead. Son of a bitch. Where was this last week? 23-19 RSA. The restart. Right back to Quagga. He does not bobble it this time. He's got it, but he's got a sea of blue around him as soon as he gets it. It's Damien Valemza. He kicks it deep and into touch. So we have a line out coming to France deep in the Springbok end here. Marchand goes long. They've got it. They're pushing. They're pressuring. France with the maul, but the Springboks just holding. Advantage being played to the French. Tamak getting nowhere with it. Luku. Fiku. The French, Olivon, Wilkie, Antonio down. The South Africa just smashing them. Fifth phase, coming into the sixth phase for France. They're going nowhere. Thomas Ramos just taken down by Damien Dialendi. We will go back for the penalty. 57 minutes, 23-19 to the Springboks. France just really falling apart in the second half. Red card to Antoine Dupont back at the 47th minute of this game. Colby is done for the game, it looks like. He is on the bench. God, that was a smash-em by Dialende right there. On Ramos, he's not playing games. And it looks like Ramos will elect to kick at the 58th minute. Ramos looking to close this gap, bring them within a point of the Springboks. He's been money for the day, and he continues 6 of 6, 23-22. What a great game it's been so far. Red cards, tries, great kicking on both teams. Springboks at 100% kicking. France at 100% kicking. The penalty kick to Ramos just a moment ago. Here comes Cobus Reinach on for Faf de Klerk. Arenza brings it down. 40 comes on for Quagga Smith. The veteran Dion 40, 36 years young. Made his debut this year. So it's that old guard and kicked into touch by the French. Mulaka has come on for Marchand, and Antonio is done for the day as well for the French. The line out coming. Curtly Arenza with the try earlier. Sia Khaleesi with the try in the first half. This is where statements need to be made. The set pieces. Malcolm Marks ready. Etzebeth has it. Back out to Khaleesi to his left. He's looking for somebody. He keeps it. Arenza to Damien Valemza, looking for a space. He gets nowhere. Jacobus Reinach to Steven Kitzel. Etzebeth with the support. Reinach to Franco Mustert. He goes down. Reinach to Willie LaRue to Eben Etzebeth. Numbers coming. They're pushing. We've got it. Dion 40 looking for that first try. LaRue to Dialendi. To Curtly looking for a second one on the day. And dragged in to touch. Dragged across the deadline. Makalou brings him out. Line out for French Makava, the replacement hooker. Yeah, just carried it, pulled him out. The quick line out for the French as they look to try to create some misdirection. Alenza brings him down. He gets right back up. Held onto the ball. France penalty. Held on to it. So all for naught. And it looks like Damien Valemza will go to kick. All right, Damien Valemza, who kicked like absolute cock last week, looks to turn this into a 4-point lead once again for the Springboks. 63 minutes into this, we are 100% kicking on the day. Cheslin Colby, Faf de Klerk, both 100%. Does Valemza join this club today? Does he keep it going 51 meters off to the right of the goal? Valemza taking his time, taking a close look at what he needs to do. He knows how important this kick is for the Springboks, this lead, to extend it with 63 minutes into this game. First kick as he gets the French crowd being loud as they can to throw off his concentration as he goes in for the kick. One of one. Valemza is money. Springbok kicking is money for the day. 26-22. Springboks. Wayne Barnes doing an absolutely great job so far today. You knew he would be. 101. Franco Muster on the restart. Support. Jakobus Reinach looking for the ball, asking Kitsoff to help out. Possibly going for the box kick. He will, off the right boot, kicks it forward. Arenza looking to chase. Arenza has it. Back to Siakolisi. Reinach to Dion Forti. Willie LaRue kicks off the left boot. Looking for Makazole Mapipi, and he knocks it forward. Knocked on. Hey, if he'd had that, no one would have caught him. No one would have caught him. Just a little too out for him. Yes, Ches Colby would have caught that. So we have a scrum. Yeah, first scrum with the bomb squad. What a game this has been, ladies and gentlemen. 26-22, 65 minutes in. Getting into the last fourth quarter of this game with the Springboks up 26-22. Money kicking from all sides today on both teams. Red cards on both teams. Peter Steph-Toy back in the first half. Captain Antoine Dupont in the second half for the French. As we get this first scrum of this half, fed in by the French. Front rows go down. Wayne Barnes letting these guys know what he expects. "66 minutes here, ladies and gentlemen. What a great game this has been from both sides. The kicking absolutely money. First from Cheslin Colby, then by Faf de Klerk, and recently by Damien Valemza. Thomas Ramos, all good for the French today. The only try for the French scored back in the first half. Rest of their points have been all kicks. We've gotten tries from Siakolisi and Kurtley Arenza for the Springboks. 26-22 the score at this current moment, as the French look to start something and getting nothing. We've got the ball. Nope, France still has it. The French desperately trying to keep themselves in this game as the clock continues to tick away. Walkie has it. It looks like the French are just going to try and ram it down, create some open space. Tomek with the kick. Kurtley Arenza from Valemza. He goes down. Springboks have it. Kobus Reinach out to Franco Mustert. Gets brought down quickly. Kobus Reinach off the right boot. Arenza tracing down. Brings down Thomas Ramos immediately. And a penalty on South Africa for not rolling away. Ramos having some words. The line out coming for France. 68 minutes, almost about to be 69 minutes into this game as we get closer and closer to that final whistle with the Springboks up 26-22. But France not out of this one yet. Game's not over. It's not over until that final whistle. And it looks like they will have a line out coming in the South Africa and the Springbok zone. Trying to avoid it. Walkie does get it. Etzebeth tries with all of his power. Mukava in the back of it. Nothing. Nothing. They're down. Ball's down. France deep into Springbok territory. And into touch. Or past the deadline, excuse me. What a chance for France. And they come up with nothing on that one. And a yellow card on Dion 40. He is done probably for the game. Yeah. Tamak out for France. 14-13 for the remainder of this game. Springboks, horrible line out by the French. Gets it out, Kobus Ranek. Well, folks, if you're just now tuning in, 26-22 for the Springboks. Red cards, both on each team, and just recently Dion 40 sent off for the remainder of the game. So the Springboks, yeah, how was that not offside? Yeah, obviously, yeah. So we get a line out once again. Marvin Ori comes in for Franco Mustard? No. Marvin Ori comes on for Sia Khaleesi, so we now have a lock playing flanker. Probably to help out on these lineouts, definitely. As we try to burn this clock down 71 minutes into this one. Mukava with the lineout for the French. Not even a straight throw. Mukava. France has numbers to the right, but not without the Springboks saying something about it. Blue Wave is coming here deep, 72nd minute in. France desperate to get back into this one. The Springboks with the ball. Penalty, France. And they will go for the line out once again. Wow. 72nd minute, about to be 73 minutes in. Yeah. Oh, man. 26-22. The Springboks still lead. Down by 2 men. France down a man. An important line out coming as the French... And they're just at a meter out. Nope. And a try force for France. 73rd minute in. France regains the lead by a single point. Ramos to kick. And Ramos, who's been money on the day so far, looking to go 7 of 7 on kicking for the day for Thomas Ramos. And we are going to the TMO. Wayne Barnes having communication issues with the TMO. I don't know. Okay. Wow, Wayne Barnes speaking French. Did not know he could speak French. Until he can hear the TMO. He's not letting the conversion happen until TMO needs to confirm that the try was good, which I understand. Okay, so the try is good. Ramos to kick, the conversion, looking to go 6 of 6 on the day, 7 of 7 on the day. Come on. And he shanks it. And he shanks it. Single point lead for France. Less than 5 minutes left in this game, ladies and gentlemen. The easiest kick of the night, and he misses. Restart, Manny Libok. Finally, Ezebeth tries to get it, does not get it. France with the ball. Any score for the Springboks wins this game. France running the clock down as well as they can. They just want to hold on to the ball. And they kick it away. Willie LaRue with the ball. Restarting, looking for some space. All the way out to Damien Valemza. And a forward pass on Springboks. A scrum coming after the forward pass. Khaleesi screaming for the clock to stop. 76 minutes, 46 seconds. France with a 1-point lead on the Springboks on the day. Multiple red cards in this game. A yellow card to Dion 40 to leave the Springboks down to 13 men for the remainder of the game. France pressuring, gets a try, finally just a few moments ago by Falatea. And it looks like France will make another change this final, possibly final scrum of the game for them. Talu comes in for... And he makes his debut. Dion 40 sitting on the bench right now. His 10-minute penalty, his yellow card. Looks like Rassi is on the bench there as well, shouting the orders, wanting a good scrum, a chance at getting the win in this game. The current number 2 France versus the current number 4 Springboks. Springboks riding a 7-game winning streak against Le Bleu, hopefully to make it 8 games after this. Damien Dialende joining the scrum inside of 3 minutes here from Marseille. France has it. And a penalty. Ramos missing a few moments ago. Six of 7 on the day. Less than 2 minutes left of this game. A single point lead. This could turn it into a 4-point lead for France. All right, cheers, man. South Africa with the ball. Kobus Rydok. Out to Mani Libok. To Mapipi. France has it. 35 seconds left in this game. The smallest of margins. Thanks for you guys that came and hung out with me. I'll do the post-game video, and we'll talk about that. Cheers, guys.